This is The Sit Down, and I'm here with Oscar-nominated actor Haley Joel Osment, one of the stars of Future Man and Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile, and a whole bunch of other stuff, because you are busy this year, man.
It's been a busy year. Yeah, very grateful for that.
You have been working. You've been putting it in. It's incredible.
Yeah.
But let's start with Future Man, which is a wild show.
It really is. Yeah, it's a true complex sci-fi series that also has a lot of very silly humor. So we like that mixture.
Yeah, it's like very highbrow science fiction.
It is. Yeah,
with a lot of like really dirty jokes, basically.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So can you just to kind of give, if somebody hasn't been watching Future Man, your character brings about the apocalypse by curing all diseases. Can you talk a little bit about that?
In season 1, Josh Hutcherson is a loser janitor by day and a top-ranked video gamer by night who's contacted by people from the future who tell him he has to stop Keith David from curing herpes because it starts a chain reaction that destroys the entire world. They commit a terrorist act in the end of season 1 that kills Keith David and they think stops the apocalypse from happening. But I'm a scientist who carries on his research, cures humanity of all disease, and then starts World War III anyway.
And then just starts. I'm sorry, you just nailed that. Do you rehearse that in the shower?
Oh, you know, I'll be running for governor in a couple of years. So I'm just kind of practicing the on this one issue. Yeah.
Yeah, and so, but you also played a tech billionaire in Silicon Valley.
That's right. And a funny thing about that was that, particularly in this city, when that show came out, people were like, "Oh, let's get a picture of us like shaking hands." And I was like, he was a bad guy. Like, dude, it's like he really was. It's like having a picture of yourself shaking hands with Trump. Like, it's not a great thing.
Do you feel like you have an insight into like the tech billionaire
not
mindset?
At all. And on that series, they had a lot of really, I mean, everybody on that show is really smart, actors, writers, everything. But they had advisors who had worked in Silicon Valley who were making sure that we did all of the, all of our lingo was correct and everything. And it just, I'm not built for that. I'm glad there's an entertainment industry.
You're not trying to be a tech billionaire.
No.
Anytime.
I can't code. Yeah.
I can't code. Let's talk a little bit though, also about Zac Efron playing Ted Bundy.
That's right.
Why do you think one does he pull it off?
He absolutely does. And the biggest obstacle to overcome for him is everybody always said like, oh, Ted Bundy, like he was so attractive and all this stuff. And Ted Bundy looked like a serial killer. Zac Efron is actually attractive, so they had to stick some fake teeth in his mouth and like kind of change him up a little bit, give him the turtlenecks and the weird 70s hairstyle so that he kind of looked like Ted Bundy. But he's fantastic. It was directed by Joe Berlinger, who's done some of the greatest documentaries of the past couple decades. And it's crazy. We're going to be debuting it at Sundance on the 30th anniversary of his execution to the day.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Why do you think we, like audiences, are drawn to such dark stories?
I don't know. I mean, it is sort of everyone across all ages and genders and everything. Like, everyone seems to have had that period where they're just sort of going through the Wikipedia articles and everything. I think Serial sort of... that podcast, Serial, kind of propelled people into it and sort of made it popular in recent years. But like the Errol Morris documentary, The Thin Blue Line, and some of the things that Joe Berlinger did in the 90s about the Memphis 3 and everything, I think had something to do with that being like a big cultural moment.
And all of a sudden something we're all focused on. Speaking of dark stories, though, of course, I got to bring up The Sixth Sense.
That's right,
It's been 20 years.
20 years, yeah.
What was it like, I mean, you got nominated for an Oscar. What was it like having such an incredible role so early in your life?
It was just one of the most fun experiences I've had on a film set. And it's funny because it's a pretty dark story and a movie that I think disturbed a lot of people. But all of my memories of it are just of having a lot of fun in Philadelphia working with Knight and Bruce and everybody. So, and it's a big year for Knight, too, because I'm going to hopefully see Glass as soon as I get back to Los Angeles.
Right. So, and Bruce is in that as well. I was wondering, are you still in touch with those guys? Do you guys?
They're very kind guys. I saw Knight recently at a charity thing, and he's just, he's exactly as I remember him when he was 28 making The Sixth Sense, bouncing a basketball in his director's chair. Just like a very mellow, great guy. Yeah.
That's incredible. I love the idea that you have these like just fond, warm memories of what for me was like one of the scariest films I saw as a young person.
One thing that I was thinking of is going on to set on a Monday, and I was 10, so I didn't go to the parties on the weekend, but Bruce had DJ'd a cast party, and Knight was like, when you played that one track, like, that was so great. I was like, that's my memory of The Sixth Sense. That's Bruce DJing. Yeah.
Wait, now I want photos of Bruce DJing. That's incredible. How often do people come up to you though and say,
The line?
The
Yeah,
line. Let's call it the line.
One of the cool things for me is that on the AFI quotes list, I was right after the Howard Beale "I'm as mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore" line. That's one of my favorite movies. So to be in that world is pretty crazy. But it mostly happens now in like unexpected ways. Like I saw Yasiel Puig say it on the big screen at a Dodger game last year, and you're like, oh, like wow. Or that commercial for Chrysler where Tiger Woods rolled down the window and said the line. You're like, wow. Like
It's still
watching golf, like
yeah, it still has that kind of cultural relevancy.
Yeah.
But like I said, you're working a ton. You're also in The Devil Has a Name, which is directed by Edward James Olmos, who's he's been acting for so long himself,
oh, yeah, he's
right?
a legend. Yeah.
Do you think about directing like you? It's one of those lines, right? Like it's like you didn't just come to acting; you were born of it. This is like what you've done.
I feel like a responsibility to put all the experience I've had in this industry and been really fortunate to have to good use like that. And watching someone like Eddie direct a film is inspiring in that way. Like it's a challenge to he's also a character in the movie to be acting in a film and directing it and doing all that. And I really would like to take a crack at that.
So you feel ready for that?
Yeah,
I
went to school here in New York at NYU. I studied experimental theater and wrote and directed a play my last year there. So like I've had a little bit of experience with it, but definitely want to do it.
You're ready, man. I like that very much. I also like how you just very casually, Eddie, Knight, Bruce, the boys. I like how that's another long career though that you've had is in, and I want to get this right because people get mad. You're voicing Sora.
That's right.
In the Kingdom of Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
Sorry. Yeah, see, I already got in trouble. What is that like? You've been doing it since you were 14.
Yeah, it's been probably, I think that would be the longest project I've ever worked on. You know, we've done multiple interstitial installments since Kingdom Hearts 2, which was 2006, I think. And this is the big one. This is the big.
And so 3 is coming. Can you look directly into camera? And can you actually promise? Because fans have been waiting for this for a long time.
Don't worry. I drove by GameStop this morning. I saw the poster up. It's coming out this month.
All right.
January something.
January 29th, I believe. I got you on that. Well, man, thank you so much.
Really nice
I really hope
you,
we get to see you in the director's chair soon.
Thanks so much.
Future Man Season 2 is streaming now on Hulu. You can watch it all in one go. And up next, we're talking about the internet's favorite headlines.